So I just wanted to bring up one thing. Something had me just scratching my head. Scratching pretty dang hard. And before I get into a kind of discussing, while talking to myself, to a machine, I walked by two individuals. I think there was three in the group. They're sitting on a bench. I didn't look at them. I just kept walking, but I said as I was walking by them, you know, I walk among you, and you sit there not knowing what the word means. Nothing was said to me. The only reason why these individuals were here was they had signs out about God's word and the Bible and Bible teachings, which is good and all, good for them, you know, having the courage to be out here. But let me get this straight. Within the silence of them sitting there and nobody walking up to them wanting to see Devil's Tower, I get it. But if you're going to sit there with signs wanting people to come learn about God, instead they walk by you and look at a Devil's Tower, okay? A tower that doesn't represent anything as it is labeled. I think we all pretty much know that, and what Devil's Tower truly is. Heck, they even have a subliminal fallen tree in the parking lot, okay? What was it, 2017, 2018, somewhere in there, 19? Scientists confirm, after some nobody states what Devil's Tower is on social media, and then scientists come out and confirm what that nobody stated. If the truth is hidden in plain sight, and there's individuals who sit there with that truth in silence outside of in the parking lot of a place like that, and its label, I would be speaking the truth within that truth, creating relationships, bonding with individuals who want to know the truth. Instead, they sit there in silence, having no clue and who walks among them. But after that moment, walking by them, after saying what I did, all of a sudden they got up, and wherever I go, they go. And they want, probably, you know, they're asking themselves within, they want to know, who is this individual who said what he did to them? I think it's quite clear. Just is this view. You know, a couple days ago, I broke down what the song I Disappear means by Metallica. And where that I guess I could rephrase it. The question of why, well, why? Why do you disappear? Well, I guess you could take that as a double meaning in the song title itself, what they were getting at. You know, once the truth comes out about what life is. That was cool. Balance. The truth of life. Okay? And who certain individuals are. Well, when the world wakes up, maybe they're not allowed to be here because they could cause too much damage to the timeline. That's one theory. Or because, as Star Wars has shown, and maybe they've mocked my life. This is what it means coming out of the cave upside down on my hands. Maybe I never was on my hands. I saw the world the way it always was, but it was thought that I thought these people were good when I always knew they weren't. Or maybe maybe they were the ones in the red. I don't mean this politically or any other way than like just ninjas hiding in plain sight. And the ones who want you to think that they're good, knowing that their intentions are bad, so that in the end you are forced off the path you're meant to be on. For everybody. So here we are. If certain individuals are the proof of time travel existing and the biblical timelines that we thought were of the past are actually of the present. Okay, let's talk about the book of Numbers real quick. Every single number, you know, God told Moses, go into the town and find out how many of the children from this age to this age are, you know, for battle. Each family had, you know, a couple 100,000 individuals. Well, why in the book of Numbers are the numbers so important? Because the numbers, for example, how I explained to Mika, explaining to him, okay, go back to Genesis, the beginning, okay? Genesis, Noah was told, make this ship a vessel, okay? What is a vessel? Why a ship and a vessel? A vessel represents our body, okay? Mika, a body, a vessel, all right? Each and every single one of the numbers in the cubics on how the ark, the ark was built, all the numbers represent literally Mika's life. Everything was hidden in plain sight. So where Mika was born, for example, his house number, his first telephone number, his first driver's license number, every single thing that represents him is why everything was built then for now. So basically, it's showing the future. So when people are alive back in that day, so when people are alive back then, having these instructions, they have to put their faith in God, knowing that just because I may not be alive when all of this has its true meaning, I'll still be alive because life is everlasting, and that is what God meant to Moses and Noah. I will welcome you to my covenant, meaning everlasting life, meaning every single individual in that lineage, now and forever, will be within my covenant, and everything that is created for now is for the future, right? knowing what the future and where the future, all of it represented, the true Israel and everything. These are the truths that they don't want you to know. And the Bible literally holds all of those truths. So when they tell everybody throughout the generation to generation, look here, it's because they don't want you to look there. Now, archaeologists, digging up all the, truths and reading all the, writings on the wall, and what were they really finding? So if everything was dug up, look there, what has been preserved? What's been preserved all these years? And where has that preservation, that untouched preservation, the salt of the earth, where does it really represent? Obviously it's here. So when you look at all these numbers and the individuals the numbers consist to, Moses had to go out to here to find out, how many individuals were ready for battle, for war, between ages of this to this. Then Aaron went out, then so on and so forth. All of these numbers represent those numbers for the individuals of the future. That's why the ark was created the way it was. That's why everything comes back to source. God, how do I know all this? How do I know that I've been waiting for somebody for so long, but he had to make the free will choice to come to me and knock at my door? And he did. And that's what the landing represents, a harbor. Down at Lakefront. I tell you all this because I created all of this. I am all of it. There's no other way to put it. Why aren't those people out there speaking that truth?
Thank you.
Peace be with you, sir.
Thank you.
Almost fell. Ask yourself that question. Peace be with you.
Peace be with you as well.